When I get home from jail, I'm gonna look up my old pals and show them my tattoos where I kept a shank in my shoe. Tell them about all of my fights, teach them all their prison rights, and how not to be a bitch. I'm going home from the pokey, gonna buy me a stogie, drink a couple of gallons of beer, show my girl I didn't go queer. Gonna get me a job, I'm all done with the east side mob. I'm gonna give up smoking dope. I wasted 5 years of my life, robbed a Burger King with a knife, stole the manager's car, but I didn't get very far. But now I understand, being stupid don't make you a man, and freedom is better than gold. I'm going back to the church, gonna try not to be a jerk, keep my feet on the ground, marry a church girl from town. No more after hour clubs, no more living like a thug, and I'll try not to fuck up again. Home from jail, I'm gonna look up my old pals, gonna show them my tattoos where I kept a shank in my shoe, tell them about all my fights, teach them all their prison rights, and how not to be a bitch. What we're talking about is a late night and early morning low clouds, with a chance of fog and a chance of showers on into the afternoon, with variable high cloudiness and gusts of wind. Gusts of wind sometimes up around the pillow. Yeah, things are tough all over. And the possibility of golf ball size hail exists, extending from my kidneys to my bladder. And slog. A mixture of sleet and fog will cover the outer fringes of the projects. And when thunderstorms start increasing over the southeastern southern central portion of my apartment, I get upset. And a line of thunderstorms was developing into the early morning hours ahead of a slow-moving cold front. with tornado watches issued shortly before noon Sunday for the areas including the western region of my mental health and the northern portion of my ability to deal rationally with my disconcerted, precarious emotional situation. Yeah, it's cold out there. Colder than a ticket taker's ass at the Deja Vu. And there was no severe weather well into the afternoon, except a lone gust of wind in the bedroom. And a high-pressure zone covers the eastern portion of my blood pressure, with a 103 millibar high-pressure reading. And there's a weak pressure ridge extending from my eyebrows to my cheeks. And since you left me, baby, put the vice grips on my mental health. And the extended outlook for an indefinite matter of time, or until you come back to me, honey, is a high tonight and a low tomorrow. Precipitation is expected. Yeah, new relationships are hard when you're 50. Partly because you're halfway in the grave and you got so much history you could write a textbook. Relationships are hard to find and they're hard to get out of. And if we could just go back to the 70s, everything would be alright. Women like to go from one relationship to the next. They always want to tell you what a jerk the last guy was. So a few weeks down the road, they could tell you you're just like him. Yeah, true story. My last girl ran off with a little Mexican dude, about 5'2", and plays electric guitar in a group called the Little Latinas. He wore a lot of bling bling, so they call him Frankie Flav. 49 years old, still lives at home with his mother. You know the kind. Wears his cell phone on his hip pocket. If that's not a kick in the ass, 6 months later she calls me up and she complains she's sexually frustrated. I'm like, duh. In the meantime, I continue to attract the unattractive. I don't know what it is, but ugly people really dig me. Yeah, I can do without all the drama, though. The last girl was a great performer. You can ask half the bouncers in town. But she could never stay in character long. The bitch part always came out. She was so dramatic, I didn't know whether to have an orgasm or to work on my ulcer. Yeah, but I'm used to being alone now. Been by myself for a while. I'm already kind of getting tired of myself, though. But I can't break up with me. It's true what they all said about me, too. I'm a little perverted. I take myself for granted. And I'm always trying to control me. Yeah, I really dread asking women out, though. First of all, you know it's going to cost you to find out if they're even insane or not. And if they are, you've invited in the devil. Yeah, I think I'll just stay single for a while.